As it stands now, the Premier League should be thanking Chelsea. Now hear me out. Chelsea have done an outstanding thing which the Premier League is not recognizing Chelsea for. I'm not talking about winning the FIFA Club World Cup. By the way, the Premier League didn't appreciate Chelsea for that achievement. And where I'm driving at is the fact that Chelsea is the only European team that have beat PSG. Now let me make this straight. PSG have defeated Arsenal, defeated Liverpool, defeated Manchester City. They have defeated Aston Villa. These teams were representing the Premier League last season, and none of these teams could knock out PSG from the Champions League. This was a message in the sense that despite the fact that the Premier League is one of the toughest leagues in the world, all the big teams in the Premier League that qualified for the Champions League could not even defeat PSG that was in a Farmers League. This would have been a big shame to the Premier League, and it might actually stain the Premier League status. Now just imagine PSG defeated Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal and Aston Villa. Then they still go ahead and defeat Chelsea in the FIFA Club World Cup and still defeat Tottenham in the Super Cup, which just happened yesterday. That will make it 6 Premier League teams. But I thank God that my wonderful club is representing the Premier League. Tottenham Hotspur wanted to be like Chelsea, but they forget that a chicken cannot become a lion overnight. A chicken is always a chicken, and a lion is a lion. Now, our match against PSG couldn't even give PSG a breathing space. Tottenham was able to replicate that performance, but they bottled everything at the extra time. We didn't win PSG by luck. We played them ball, lock all their key players. We collected the midfield from PSG. That is not even why I'm doing this video. A lot of rival fans, which is Arsenal and Man U fans, will say that Chelsea are bragging. They don't want to let people to hear words, despite the fact that we just won a trophy. Now, mind you, last 3 seasons, there was a time when Chelsea was finding it difficult to win matches. There was a time when we were the laughingstock in the entire Europe. There was a time when people started calling Chelsea out that we spent 1 billion on flop players that could not even perform well. There was a time people were saying that Chelsea are never going to get back on their best. There was a time where people said that Chelsea are not going to win trophies anymore. It wasn't easy for Chelsea the fans that period. You know what it takes to watch your team every week in, week out, and your team still loses consistently. Even relegation team will still be difficult for Chelsea to defeat. Even last season, a lot of people were still laughing Chelsea. We're saying that Chelsea is a Conference League team. Those set of people forget the fact that Chelsea have won 2 Champions League, 2 Europa Cup, 1 Super Cup, a former edition of the FIFA Club World Cup. But due to the fact that the media hates Chelsea, and Chelsea have a lot of enemies, they started tagging Chelsea as a Conference League team. Even after we shocked the world that we can defeat PSG, Tottenham Hotspur just proved the world why Chelsea is one of the best teams in the world. You can see PSG masterclass football yesterday. In the beginning to the 80 minutes of the match, PSG was sleeping. But when they wake up, it didn't even take PSG 10 minutes to equalize. But they could not do that against Chelsea. Now, here is a fact that 90% of people need to accept, whether you are a Chelsea fan or not. Despite the fact that PSG is one of the best teams in Europe right now, when it comes to European status, Chelsea is bigger than PSG. Yes, you heard me right. Chelsea have 2 Champions League, Super Cup, the Conference League, and the FIFA Club World Cup. PSG are just starting their journey in the Europa Hall of Fame. But besides that, they are still better than Arsenal. Because currently now, Arsenal is one of the most famous and big teams that doesn't have a single European trophy in their cabinet. Not a matter of bantering, it's just the fact. So finally, the Premier League is about to start. Chelsea will be playing Crystal Palace on Sunday. And mind you, Crystal Palace have been hot. When I mean hot, they defeated Man City in the FA Cup final. They defeated Liverpool in the Community Shield. These are 2 big teams that they have defeated. And mind you, I watched when Crystal Palace were playing against Liverpool, and I discovered that Liverpool were actually giving Crystal Palace enough breathing space to cause damage to their defense. And that is one thing that Chelsea defenders and midfielders don't tolerate, especially Caicedo. The way Crystal Palace were roaming around in Liverpool's half, I don't think Caicedo will tolerate that. Cucurella, they won't tolerate those things. That is where we are going to choke them on Sunday. Now, mind you, Chelsea is the only big team that have the 5 easiest fixtures, but we shouldn't underestimate those teams in the Premier League because the small teams are the most dangerous ones. But if Chelsea can win those 5 straight matches, then we might have 70% chances of topping the Premier League table from now till September ending. So Chelsea fans, what is your dream starting 11 against Crystal Palace on Sunday? Drop your opinion at the comment section. Personally for me, I would love to see Gustavo Williams start against Crystal Palace, despite the fact that that won't be possible because Pedro Neto must surely start because Pedro Neto is a first team starter, and Gustavo Williams coming just because of 2 preseason match to bench Pedro Neto is not a realistic expectation. So drop your starting 11 on the comment section, and if you like this video, make sure to follow me up on the latest Chelsea updates. See you on my next video.